Hey everybody, it's me Audrey. I am back again with another video. So today I want to share day 2 of the devotional titled Do You Want to Be Healed by Scott Savage. Now you can find this devotional on YouVersion Bible app. If you don't have it, please download it. It's a wonderful app. It's free. Okay, so go to your app store, just type in Bible, you'll see YouVersion. Download it. Now this is day 2. The headline reads, "The healing has to go as deep as the pain. Anything less isn't thorough enough." Quoted by Joey Kaufman. Have you ever gone to the doctor for one problem only to discover a more serious underlying issue? That's often how it works in our spiritual journey with Jesus. In John 5, when Jesus asked the invalid man, "Do you want to be healed?" the man didn't respond with a simple yes or no. Instead, he said, "Sir, I have no one to put me into the pool when the water is stirred up, and while I am going, another steps down before me." Notice his response. He didn't answer the question. He explained why he couldn't be healed. His focus was entirely on his physical limitations and inability to reach the water at the right time. But Jesus saw something deeper. This man's 38 years beside the pool hadn't just changed his physical condition, but also transformed his emotional and spiritual state. The healing he needed went far beyond his physical paralysis. I've been meeting with a Christian therapist for several years, unpacking past hurts, unhelpful coping mechanisms, and pursuing healing. When I show up, I'm often surprised that our session goes in an unexpected direction, as my therapist takes me into a deeper issue underneath what has frustrated me. He constantly reminds me of my temptation to seek superficial healing. "Scott, the healing has to go as deep as the pain. Anything less isn't being thorough enough." Often, God meets us where we think we need healing, then shows us that the problem is deeper and the healing must be more thorough than we initially believed. The problem we see is often just the tip of the iceberg. Consider Naaman, 2 Kings 5. He was a wealthy, influential Syrian commander with leprosy. After trying every treatment his money and power could buy, he learned about the prophet Elisha. But when Elisha told him to bathe 7 times in the Jordan River, Naaman became angry. He had expected a dramatic healing experience. Perhaps Elisha waving his hands and calling on God's name. Bathing in the dirty Jordan River seemed beneath him. Naaman nearly missed his healing because it didn't match his expectations. His pride was as much a problem as his leprosy. One of my friends once confessed honestly about the man at the pool in John 5. He shared, "So often I do want to be healed, but not if it means that I have to." He shared his limitations, but I wonder about yours. What would you put in that blank? I want to be healed, but not if it means I must forgive that person. I want to be healed, but not if it means admitting I was wrong. I want to be healed, but not if it means surrendering control. A couple of years ago, my wife challenged me about how much time I spent on my phone. I thought I had a phone problem, so I went on a 24-hour fast from it. What I discovered surprised me. I didn't have a phone problem. I had a control and insecurity problem that manifested through my phone use. I wanted to be on my phone less, but God wanted to address my deeper issues of control and insecurity. What if the problem isn't where you think it is? What if God wants to heal something more profound than you've identified? The way Jesus heals you may not match your expectations. His healing might be different and ultimately better than what you've been asking for. So keep that in mind. When God does miracles and blessings, it doesn't always come the way that we expect it. But we learn to accept it. And maybe later on down the line, we understand why God did it that way. But once again, a lot of times God has to prune us because we don't know what's truly in us until we actually get into a battle or a storm or a trial or a test. And your character is tested. Your emotions are tested, you know? And so God has to take us through the fire so that all those impurities can come out and come to the surface and be brought out. And then when you're refined, you're as pure gold. So, yes, I hope this is something that you enjoyed. I enjoyed reading this. Definitely was very informative and something to really meditate on and think about and process. Okay, once again, the healing has to go as deep as the pain. Anything less isn't thorough enough. Be open, be real, be raw. Okay, because God wants you healed. All right, take care and be blessed.